It's cold out today, huh, Randy?
Huh?
It's cold out today, huh?
Yeah, and I forgot my damn sweatshirt.
Dude, look at this big jacket he's got. I know you guys are gonna make fun of us, but
it's 70 probably, you know. We're freezing to death here in California.
We are. One of the things that is happening today is slantback H1 we built a long time ago is getting shipped to the UAE, so we are getting it prepped, ready to go the last couple weeks as far as all the maintenance stuff done on it, so that when it gets to the UAE, doesn't have any issues. We're gonna do a quick detail on her, and then she is leaving today. It's been on vlogs before. It was a brokered sale. He brought it to us, we listed it for him, sold it, and it is going out to United Arab Emirates. The process of importing and exporting a vehicle is actually pretty complicated. There's a number of different avenues you can go. You process yourself, which I don't recommend. It's very complicated, a ton of paperwork involved, and if you're not doing it correctly, it's gonna cost you, oh shoot, 3-4 times the amount it would cost you just working with a licensed, bonded broker who knows what they're doing. So we've been doing this for 25 years. We've worked with a number of brokers out there. There's one in each region that we utilize when we're shipping or importing. Ultimately, it saves our customers a lot of time and a lot of money. We found the right ones and the wrong ones to use, and we can help you utilize the correct broker depending on where you're going throughout the country, either importing it or exporting it. One country wants to see paperwork written a certain way, the other one needs to see it written a different way. Then you get into some issues as far as an H1 Hummer, because it's almost identical to a Humvee. You get the wrong customs broker involved. They're gonna be like, nah, this is a Humvee, the ITAR regulations, because the Humvee is a war machine. You don't want to go down that road. Having the broker that knows how to navigate all those channels is key. I highly recommend the correct broker for those regions. What are you doing, Cheeto?
Waiting for Flo to move the other truck so I can pull this one out.
You gotta start cracking the whip on Flo.
Need a bigger whip. Skin's too thick.
I just hope they got their paperwork straight.
Yeah.
Being customs, like, what was that Mexican cat?
We actually ran into a situation where a customer built a H1 Hummer. He exported it from Mexico up here. We did all the work, and it was going back down to Mexico. And this customer owns one of the biggest medical device manufacturers in Mexico that ships up to the States. So he has his own brokers, his shipping company, fleet of trucks. Like, ah, no big deal, I have my guys do all the paperwork. Went into TJ, it wasn't paid off correctly, it got held in customs. When that happened, another customer of ours who works in that region called us and said, hey, I know whose truck that is, you need to get in contact with him because they're gonna start stripping parts off of there. Ended up stripping off a ton of lights off of the truck, stole them, but he got his truck back safe and sound, but the daily fees start racking up and then parts go missing and no one knows exactly where they went. Is it worth saving a few bucks? The answer, in my opinion, is no. Having the right channels to go through is very, very important.
Wow.
Yeah, it's too bad. But yeah, that's why it's important to make sure all your customs paperwork's taken care of. This customer has his own broker. He's done this quite a few times before. So he's going through his broker.
Vaya con Dios. Hopefully we don't see it no more. Once it's overseas, it's gone forever.
No, it's not gone forever. Sometimes we get them back. Like, dude, they've gone to UAE before, and then like 5 years later, the customer is like, hey, I'm gonna ship it back to you. I want you to sell it for us. So talk about logistics getting shipped back and forth. Like, literally, it's gone around the world. So another situation that happened, we had a vehicle coming in a container. It hit Long Beach. It got tagged to do an X-ray inspection, random inspections that DHS, Department of Homeland Security, does. It's really frustrating. It could take a couple days to get scanned. It goes through this X-ray system, they open it up, they inspect, and they can take as long as they want to. Then on top of that, our government charges us for the delay. They seize the container, they got it locked down, they're gonna charge us extra for the X-ray, for the scan, for the inspection process. And on top of that, they're gonna charge us for the daily storage of that container until they get around to inspecting it and then releasing it, which they're not gonna tell you when it's done. It's gonna happen at some point in the future, but you just need to be ready for that. Having a broker ready to go who knows and navigates through these channels and knows the various agents out there, so he's got a heads up when vehicle is going to be released or the container is going to be released, and they can get it off-site as quickly as possible and get it out of customs and then into the storage lot off-site. So that is huge in itself. We had a customer many, many years ago, and he's like, hey, I got these Humvees coming up from South America. I'll ship them to you, and once they arrive, then you can pay me. I'm like, great. Ends up getting caught in customs and racking up storage fees up in Long Beach. The storage fees were massive for this guy. He didn't go through the correct broker. He couldn't fast track it, couldn't push it through. His paperwork was a little bit mixed up as far as what he was giving them wasn't what they were asking for. They're gonna kick it out and say, hey, figure it out and let me know when. But they're gonna charge you for all the storage fees for, shoot, I think it was like 32 Humvees at the time.
I like this truck. I like the green, how it came out. I like the textured powder coat that came out on it. Because that was a different powder coat that we used on this truck.
Yeah.
And all in all, it came out really nice.
Yeah, it did.
I like it. The stance, the slant back. It's one of my favorite. What is the final outro?
I think it's something nice to say.
See you guys later. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Ring that little bell chime there. See you guys.
So having something where you're paying a little bit extra going through the correct broker, the correct channels is huge. So I've done this for 25 years all over Central Europe, Africa, the Middle East.